Imagine that a person in your community has a legal issue. What are they going to do? They're going to search on Bing and Google for a solution. Now let's imagine that you're part of the search box domination revolution. When they go to the search engine and enter in their problem and their community, or their community and their problem, you or your law practice is going to show up in the auto suggest completion box. The searcher is going to think, why is this person being recommended by Google? Maybe they're the solution to my problem. That's why 71% of users click on the autocomplete suggestion box when searching on Bing and Google. Now we both know that you're not yet a member of the search box domination revolution. So what's currently happening? They're entering their location and their issue, or their issue and their location, and they're clicking through to the search results. And they're seeing a whole lot of choices. There'll be ads, there'll be maps, there'll be lists of lots and lots of websites. This is going to feel overwhelming and maybe even confusing. How do they find the best solution to their problem with all these choices? And the biggest problem may be that their solution may not even be on that page unless you're already spending a lot of money on Google Ads and search engine optimization. But let's talk a little bit more about what happens when you're part of the search box domination revolution. They enter their search query. Your practice shows up in the auto suggest box, and you become the very first choice they get to make. Do I want to learn more about this law practice or not? Bing and Google are recommending them, so maybe they're the right choice. That's why 71% of users click through on the autocomplete suggestion. And if you're doing anything at all to market your law practice digitally online, you're going to dominate the page. Your local business listing is going to show up. Videos and photos from your website will show up. Your website will show up. Any press releases you put out, any directories that you're in, will all show up on this page. You will dominate the page. And again, be the first choice the searcher gets to make. Now, if you're the only choice on the page, what do you think the chances are that they will click through to your website and go to your appointment book and create an appointment? Or that they will simply pick up the phone and call you? I would say they're pretty good. Now, this is usually the point in the conversation where people say to me, Brad, what's all this talk about Bing? Well, Bing is the default search engine on Microsoft products. And 17% of the population are currently searching on Bing for their answers to their problem. And since they added ChatGPT to their service, it is slowly growing in market share. Now, we all know that Google is in the courts right now, accused of being an illegal monopoly. And if the courts decide to chop Google up, Bing is in the perfect position to grab a chunk of that market share. But there is certainly no denying that Google is the big dog in this hunt. 81% of searches are done on Google. All I'm suggesting is, would you rather talk to a room that has 17 people in it with you and maybe one other person trying to have a conversation with them? Or would you like to be in a room with 81 people where every law firm in town is screaming to have a conversation with them? I know. If you're like me, you want to be in both rooms. You want the largest piece of pie you can get. All I'm suggesting is that there's no reason to starve to death while we're waiting for our pie to bake, when we can be eating apple slices on Bing. We found that we can usually get a law practice to show up in the autocomplete suggestion box on Bing in 1 to 3 months. We found that it takes us 3 to 6 months to get you to show up in the autocomplete suggestion box on Google. That means that it's easier and faster to show up on Google if you're already showing up on Bing. That's why we make it so easy to get started. We offer a 7 keyword phrase package for Bing, a 3 keyword phrase package for YouTube, and we sell each keyword phrase individually as a package for Google, which means you can mix and match, and you can bake this pie as big and as hot as you want it. Please allow me a moment to introduce myself. My name is Brad Harmon, and I'm leading the search box domination revolution, trying to get you a better return on investment than you're currently getting for your digital marketing dollars with Google Ads and search engine optimization. I have been doing digital marketing for local service professionals since 2008. And search box optimization, where Google and Bing suggest a business or a practice in the search box autocomplete suggestions, which I call search box domination, is the most exciting new strategy and technology I've seen in digital marketing since 2008. That's why I am currently accepting applications to be part of the search box domination revolution. And I hope that you can see that this new strategy and technology is an exclusive opportunity for you to gain an almost unfair advantage in the marketplace. In 71% of searches, your competition isn't even going to get to show up, let alone play the game. And it doesn't matter how much they're spending on Google Ads or SEO to push you off of page 1. Now, because I have opened up applications for your area, I will very probably be working with a law firm in your area very soon. And if you are truly the best solution for the people in your community, I'm hoping that will be you. Because I do feel the weight and responsibility of only offering this power to someone who is capable of taking care of the client and adding value to their community. Now, applying to be part of the search box domination revolution is risk-free. Just because you fill out an application does not mean you have an obligation to do business with me or that I have an obligation to do business with you. It simply means that you're raising your hand and saying, yes, I would like to learn more about search box domination, and I would like to be the first person you consider to be part of your organization and group. It's also risk-free because once you've paid your reservation fee to secure your keyword phrases for your area, you only pay a success fee. You only pay when you start showing up in the auto suggestion box, which means if it takes me 49 days to get you to show up on Bing, you don't pay anything for the first 49 days. If it takes me 4.5 months to get you to show up on Google, you don't pay anything for the first 4.5 months. And let's say that we can't get you to show up in the auto suggest completion box. Say that fast 5 times. Within 6 months, your reservation fee is 100% refundable. So there's no risk in applying today. So please take a moment. It only takes a couple of minutes to fill out the application. And if you do, I look forward to speaking with you in the next few days. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for your interest in search box domination.